In an era of rapid technological change and global disruptions, the future of supply chains in the ASEAN region is more critical than ever. In 2024, key trends impacting Asia's supply chain included the increasing integration of generative AI, a strong push for sustainability, and enhanced data analytics, all poised to redefine supply chain operations. Business leaders must adapt to a landscape where agility, transparency, and technological collaborations are essential for success. As businesses prepare for greater volatility in 2025, Balasubrahmanyam Pappu, partner and head of sales at IBM Consulting in ASEAN, shares invaluable insights on how emerging technologies like AI, IoT, and blockchain are transforming operational landscapes. As supply chain leaders confront pressing challenges, Pappu's expertise illuminates the path forward, explaining innovations that promise resilience and efficiency. Discover for yourselves how organizations can navigate these complexities and thrive in a dynamic environment through this compelling discussion. Now, from your discussions with chief operating officers in the ASEAN, what are the top 2 or 3 challenges they foresee in their supply chains as we approach 2025?
From my discussions with the COOs across the ASEAN, 3 key concerns. One is the supply chain resiliency. It has become a critical concern due to recent global disruptions such as COVID and the war in Ukraine. And recently, as you see with the elections in the US, the global order is possibly going to be different moving forward. And the supply chain officers are the top of the mind. They have this whole ability to relook at their whole supply chain network and see and adopt to these changes. Second is on the sustainability pressures. As you know, all the manufacturing clients are actually challenging the COOs to balance the sustainability with the profitability. And this is a growing demand for the more sustainable practices, which is coming more from consumers. And they need to balance it with the profitability. And the third is the technology-driven talent gap. As you know, all these exponential technologies, what we spoke about, they require skills. And we clearly see the shortage of the skills in the industry. And the COOs are really looking at how they can elevate the skills of their people and employees to be able to serve their business and the customers.
How is technology currently transforming supply chains and manufacturing processes in ASEAN? And what sort of advancements do you expect to see by 2025?
There are 3 things which we are really looking at. One, the advanced analytics and AI is increasingly used for the predictive maintenance and reducing the unplanned downtime. And we are also seeing the whole IoT sensors and the edge computing. The whole data is being captured and being able to feed it into the production processes to improve the overall production efficiencies. And the third one, we are really looking at the blockchain technology. As you could see here in the supply chain, more looking at the transparency of the whole supply chain. We do have the IBM blockchain solutions to be able to provide that kind of an overall supply chain end-to-end traceability. And we are also seeing like robotics process automation, while the implementation is scanty across the different organizations, where the organizations are able to automate the tasks as much as possible, leaving the critical tasks to the other employees.
What do you believe will be the impact of generative AI on supply chain efficiency and decision-making for organizations in the ASEAN region?
Generative AI is poised to transform the manufacturing in ASEAN, with IBM at the forefront of this whole revolution. And our IBM's Watson X platform is enabling the manufacturers to harness the whole power of generative AI across the various applications. The first one, what we see is in the whole product development, where IBM's AI-powered knowledge discovery is able to accelerate the innovation by unlocking the insights from the vast repositories of the information of the industrial data. And this allows the manufacturers to design the better products and processes more efficiently. The second one where we are looking at is in the quality control, where IBM's Watson visual recognition is integrated with the generative AI capabilities and is revolutionizing the defect detection. It can generate and analyze the thousands of images, potential defect scenarios, and dramatically improving the quality assurance process. The third one we are looking at is in the workforce advisor, where leveraging the generative AI, addressing the challenges of the workforce readiness, it is able to provide the contextual understanding of the multimodal interactions, including the operators, engineers, to be able to quickly diagnose and solve the problems. And last but not least, we clearly see the emergence of AI agents enhancing the operational efficiency. And these agents can autonomously work and perform tasks such as monitoring equipments and optimizing the production schedules and managing the supply chain resiliency and logistics.
Are there any specific examples of successful supply chain innovations or technologies being implemented in the ASEAN region?
The first and foremost is in the predictive maintenance. Okay, in the predictive maintenance, the electronics manufacturers are utilizing this whole generative AI to create the synthetic data and training the predictive models and be able to improve the accuracy of the equipment failures and reducing the unplanned downtime. That's the first use case which we are consistently seeing. The second is the knowledge management, where it is able to provide to the field technicians and the customer service people and operators and the maintenance staff by providing the summaries of the whole ingested information of all your operational manuals, product manuals, support manuals, and all the calls which you are receiving from the clients, and be able to provide the real-time data access to the people. And the third use case, what we are seeing is, it is much, much easier to create the whole product manuals, which you were probably taking long time earlier. It is just not about creating the product manuals, but also you're able to translate to multiple languages and customizing, personalizing it to the customer's preferences. And the other use case, what we are seeing is the whole code generation. Trust me, we have seen the efficiencies about more than 50% in the whole software development product lifecycle, which really comes into your product discovery and product research. And also, one of the most important thing is cybersecurity, which is, as you see some of the news in the industry, where industrial companies are being targeted by the hackers. And it is generative AI is able to provide the monitor your security logs and be able to detect and be able to provide those insights much earlier than what you could probably foresee that. And the last but not least, in the enterprise transformation, okay, we clearly see it in the HR, where the whole hire to retire process is being automated with the generative AI to bring the employee experiences to the next level.